What is up, guys? Tyler here with the Kingdoms trading card game, and welcome to the late delayed Halloween special. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you 3 brand new cards that are going to be eventually coming into the game later this year as part of a holiday pack. Now, if you haven't heard of the holiday pack, if you go back a couple vlogs ago, I talked about an idea that actually hit me while I was recording the vlog of doing a holiday pack where for Halloween, Thanksgiving, and for Christmas, I'm going to come up with maybe a total of like 6 to 10 cards that will be released as the 2020 holiday pack that you can get for the Kingdoms game that are fully legal. And because I'm doing that idea and I'm starting it so late in the year, it opens up the doors of possibilities going into next year in 2021 because you have a lot more holidays that you can recognize throughout the year. So I'm super stoked for that. But anyways, we're gonna jump right into it. So first I'm gonna throw up what originally I had going on, and if I'm not looking directly at the camera, it's because I'm looking at my computer and at my phone because I want to make sure I'm walking you through the pictures in a progression. So originally, in a previous video I had recorded, I just did some talking and drawing. I was coming up with some ideas, some sketches, and you can see I have 3 ideas for 3 different cards. I got a pumpkin, I got a guy, and I have a pumpkin that's being cut in half. And this was being done on my tablet that I have, which I don't have with me at the moment, but it's my digital drawing tablet that I have that I use through Affinity Designer on my computer. And that's how I am drawing cards, how I want to start drawing cards for the game. And actually I'm trying to use it a lot more too for designing cards and stuff like that. But you can't beat classic paper markers. There's still an element to that I like. So it's just another medium that I'm going to be using. So originally I had that, and then the next thing that you can see is I actually started working on an actual card not too long ago, and I was starting to draw just the guy. And you know, I had penned it out, I did some pencil like on the actual Affinity program, and it just was taking a really long time, and I was trying to beat the Halloween deadline. I really wanted to release it for Halloween, but this is something that you have to plan in advance. So I wasn't able to do that, unfortunately. But in drawing that card, I realized, you know what? Now is not the time. I don't want to do cards digitally quite yet. I'm not good enough at it yet. I need to practice. There's an Instagram post that I posted not too long ago, and on Facebook, just showing you like I was doing some practicing, some shading, learning how to draw heads and shapes, and you know, just trying to work on my technique better for paper. And I need to do the same thing for digital art too, because learning how to draw digitally is so much more different. It's not hard once you get used to it. So I'm just learning how that transitions into digital art. So once I started doing that, I quickly realized, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do classic paper and pencil. In the time that it would take me to do something digitally, I can whip out 3 or 4 cards by the time I'm done with a digital card, which I'm sure once I start to learn how the digital art works, it could actually be flip-flop. I can whip out 4 digital cards by the time it would take me to draw a physical card. So what I started doing was just taking my little notebook that I actually have right here. I was able to squeeze in, this is my little template that I made. So if you're trying to make your own card game, figure out what size you need to draw your pictures. And so this was my test picture that I did a while ago, and that's how big all my pictures are that I draw for right now. Which kind of limits the detail that I can put, but it's better. So I managed to get 3 of those on one page. So first I started drawing out the line work with a pencil. How I draw my cards is I always start out with pencil, and then after that I eventually go through the line work. So you can see I started with a pumpkin, and it's fairly similar to what the digital card looked like. Then I went on to the pumpkin guy. Again, fairly similar. The only thing I was a little disappointed with it is that you couldn't see a lot of the arms in it like I wanted you to, but it's still, the point comes across. Kind of looks like maybe Bar Bouncer's brother, but we won't say it's quite that. And then you can see I drew the pumpkin being cut in half. So then I went back to the line work. I started the line work on the pumpkin first, and I'm really pleased with how the stem looked, that jaggedness in that stem. I just think it looked really cool. And I like how the pumpkin is not perfectly round. I like how it's a little indented. The only thing I was disappointed with that picture was just the turnout of the hay bales. The color certainly redeemed it, but it just could have been a little bit better. So then I got to the next picture. The line work really helped bring out this next card. I think the guy looked pretty scary. He looks pretty tough, looks pretty big, And I just like the feel of this card. Even without color, it just has that Halloween, dark, eerie type of feel. And then I got to the last card with the meat cleaver, cutting this pumpkin in half. I hope those lines help show the depth that are in the pumpkin. I wasn't pleased with how the hand turned out when I did the fine lining, but the color kind of helps redeem that. And so that's that. So before I go to the color, I'm going to kind of show the cards kind of what the finished product would look like in a sense. I'm not sure how I want to transition this. I'll show you this. So what I then was trying to figure out was, how do I make these cards look special? Like a Halloween special, a holiday special, because that's the idea. When you get a holiday pack, you should be able to tell, I can tell this card, even if I don't see the artwork, I can tell this card is from Halloween, from Thanksgiving, from Christmas, or any other holiday. And so what I actually did was I started coming up with a new template, and I'm not pleased with it, but I'm gonna show it to you. And before I show it to you, what you are gonna see for one of the battle cards is actually the official stats, the official name for this card, and here's the final artwork as well, but bear with what the card template looks like. And so here we have the first Halloween card, Gord the Pumpkin Smasher. Gord the Pumpkin Smasher is going to be a 3-cost Sacred Phase 3. He is a human neutral battle card. He's a 400/400, and his text reads, this battle card gains +200/+200 for every plant type battle card on the field, even your opponents. So if anything, he's a 3-cost Phase 3, 400/400, so not too bad, and he has a chance of getting really good. Overall, I think a good card, and especially if you've seen in previous videos, there's a card that came out in set 2.5 special feed that there's no plant type battle cards. So that card's absolutely useless. So my hope is that with this Halloween pack, or the holiday pack I should say, in the eventual release of set 3, plant cards, the plant subtype will get bolstered a lot more. So that is the first card. Now the next two I'm going to show you, I have not actually implemented it into a card template, but I will still show you the final artwork. The next card that we have is also a battle card, and it is called Harvest Pumpkin. This is going to be costing 4 Magicka. It's going to be a Sacred Phase 2 card, and it's going to be a 300/300. And this one's going to read that you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, and all plant battle cards that you have on the field gain +X/+X, where X is the number of friendly plant type battle cards you have on the field. So for example, you could have 4 plant type battle cards on the field. You could send Harvest Pumpkin from your hand to the graveyard. Because you have 4 battle cards, 4 plant type battle cards on the field, all of those plant type battle cards that are currently on the field gain +400/+400, which is crazy. And it's hard to see how would that work now, but especially once set 3 comes out, there's gonna be a lot of plant battle cards that people are gonna be wanting to use. Or this will definitely make people want to try to build a plant-based deck. So if you're into a plant-based eating, then you can make a plant-based deck, and it works out just fine. Okay, the third and final card is called Fall Prep. This will be a spell card. It will cost 2 Magicka, and it simply says discard X cards and draw X cards. So there are some decks that really thrive on sending cards to the graveyard, and as more cards start coming into the game, graveyard strategy might become more feasible. And so that is the 3 cards. Here's my final picture, just showcasing what all 3 of the cards look like. I'd say, if anything, that's just a nice little thing that you could frame for Halloween. I think they all look great. I'm really pleased with how they turned out. The shading I was really pleased with. I think a couple could have been a little bit better, but overall I'm really pleased with how these turned out. I'm super excited for these to actually be released into the actual gameplay come the holiday season, and my hope is that coming to Thanksgiving and Christmas I'll have cards pre-drawn, ready to go, so that the day Thanksgiving happens, the day Christmas happens, a video will be coming out to you guys showcasing here's the Thanksgiving cards, and here are the holiday Christmas cards, and eventually the release of the holiday pack. So super pumped about that, which is awesome. I want to end this video with a Bible talk, and I wanted to encourage us all, especially with social media, and especially with everyone wanting to voice their opinion if you live in the States about political matters, or maybe wherever you live. Everyone has the desire to voice their opinion on different things, and I want to encourage us all that maybe during this time, the best thing that we can do is taking a step back and trying to love the people that we can, try to take care and lead the people that we can without adding to the noise that is happening. Now, I'm not saying that we can't ever do that, but I think it would be wise during this season to maybe take our foot off the gas per se and chillax a little bit. Now, you might be someone that's younger, you might not really know what I'm talking about, maybe you don't really see all the arguments happening on social media. And my encouragement to you is that learn to love people now, so as you continue to get older, you do an excellent and great job at loving people. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please check out the Facebook and Instagram to see different posts about stuff going on for the Kingdoms trading card game. Check out the Wix website if you ever want to look at all the cards currently in the game, different rules or lore. You can also check out the Discord server where you can join the community, join the conversation. You can also get on Untapped so that way you can play online. I'm gonna try to do something in the month of November. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. And there's a couple other things coming out. Definitely watch the vlog coming out Tuesday. I'm gonna be talking about some things, giving you guys a sneak peek about set 3, and really pumped about that. And as always, check out the Game Crafter if you want to get your hands on your very own Kingdoms TCG products. And you guys have a good rest of your day.